All right, welcome back. Tuned into the Dynasty Proud Podcast, post-game reaction, following up on the game versus the Detroit Pistons, which Boston has taken another loss. The final score of couldn't even don't even have this up right now. 119 to 113. Um, Another tough game, another double-digit lead that was lost. By the Celtics. This time not in the fourth quarter, but in the second quarter. Just feels like this is going to be, the majority of the season as far as what to expect from the team.
Yeah,
Yeah, gonna be a down year.
yeah. It was just those offensive rebounds. They're just giving up too many boards, too many second chance points. That's what's killing them.
It was super brutal today. Super brutal. Yeah, really not too many positives besides Jaylen Brown today scoring, what was it, 41 points. Um, he stepped up. He stepped up from the last couple games.
Yeah, you did.
But unfortunately, no one else was there to back him up today. It was just another brutal shooting game from Peyton Pritchard and D. White. Let me look at these box scores right now. Yeah, just not good. Nemias Queta, 4 points today, 6 rebounds. Not really what you're looking for in your center right there, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I want to hear your thoughts on today's game. Don't plan on making this a long podcast like the last one.
Yeah.
Maybe if we win, we'll have a long podcast again.
We're close.
Yeah,
We're close.
we're pretty close, but
Yeah.
go ahead. Let me get your thoughts on today's game, Adrian.
Yeah, it's just offensive boards just can't control the rebound. I don't know what Garza's plus minus was, but that guy Duran for the Pistons, he was just killing him on the boards, double. Yeah, you just have to corral the rebounds. The only center that's actually doing anything on the boards is Queta, but I mean nobody else is getting down there and getting rebounds. That's what's hurting them, just the lack of size.
Yeah,
I mean, the
really
first half they started off, they were pushing the pace, they were rebounding, they were pushing the pace. They built that 17-point lead, but it caught up to them in the second quarter. Actually,
Yeah, like you said with the rebounds. I mean, if we're putting Luka Garza in, he came down with 2 rebounds in his 13 minutes. Not good. I mean, like we even said, Nemias Queta, 6 rebounds in his 26 minutes. When Peyton Pritchard has 10 rebounds,
that's
more than the centers combined. Is just not getting it done. They were just getting absolutely destroyed on the offensive rebounds again. Let's see. Detroit had a total of 18 offensive rebounds today. 36. One. Yeah, 36 defensive, 54 total. Just not getting it done. Again, the Celtics with a brutal 38 rebounds, 26 defensive, 12 offensive. And those offensive rebounds today, Scal said it at the end, led to 30 second chance points today. That was the game. Completely the game.
That's been the season thus far.
Yeah, exactly. It'll probably be the the story to the season for all 82 games, if we're being honest. I mean, I don't know if the Celtics are, I mean, they're not acting like a franchise right now that is, trying to compete for a playoff spot right now. I mean, the fact that we lost 3 bigs in the offseason and Queta and Luka Garza were the answers to that. It's these guys. I'm not going to say that they're going to tank, but it's feeling like it's going to be a low season for the Celtics. Quarter one, we talked about it in the last game too, about Hugo, being the bright spot last game. And I had said, I see this guy becoming a starter sometime in the future. I did not know it was going to be one game later that he'd be getting his start today.
Yeah.
I don't think he even scored any points.
He didn't play much after he started. I didn't remember seeing him too much out on the floor. I don't know what his total minutes were, but
18 minutes, 0 for 2 field goals, yes, 0 points. There was some opportunities during that during the game where he saw some passes. He made the extra pass. I would have liked to see him take a shot, be aggressive like he was in preseason. He did give a great pass to a wide open Pritchard. It's just Pritchard, man. Pritchard just not hitting anything right now. And you have to start to wonder if these, starting minutes, extended minutes, if he's, all this energy that he's exerting is affecting the legs already this season. And also the fact that, these, Pritchard's been playing basketball, extended basketball pretty much his whole career. I wouldn't actually be surprised if the legs are a little tired now, especially starting this season.
Yeah. Minot got some minutes, good energy from him. Glad to see him enter the game. Would like to see him actually get in a little longer stints. But he gave some energy. I think going forward, you have to incorporate him somehow.
Yeah, he did give really good energy in that fourth quarter. He was the spark. Really questioning why he isn't utilized more. And he was a full-on DNP the last game. It was he was a bright spot in this game for sure. He definitely helped, spark that comeback at the end there, but ultimately falls short again due to the offensive rebounding. Wow, yeah, just a 17-point lead blown. That first quarter, you could tell that once the substitutions were made to end that quarter, Detroit made a little bit of a run, and I liked how the Celtics responded to that run going into the second quarter. And then, we started that second quarter. Jalen was, still going off. He was 5 for 6 at that point. He had made a shot to make him 5 for 6 in the second quarter. And played a great game. Can't take nothing away from Jalen today. Just zero support from his shooters, his guards, and just the bigs not getting rebounds. And the guards also, turning the ball over. Simons, another, not great game from Simons, unfortunately. It's hard for me to advocate for Simons when the guy wasn't even introduced, to the team all summer. It wasn't until, the last week when Celtics finally introduced him, guessing that they were trying to, trade him or something, and no one was biting, but could have used a big this season.
Yeah, they definitely could use some size up front. They're limited. I don't see any major moves coming along. I think it's just a reset year. Go in all for it next year. I think that's been the plan.
I honestly think that's probably going to be the plan going forward, which is kind of brutal for the new owner in his first year. But it's going to leave an impression, especially on, the green teamers, as far as, hey, what's this guy doing? He came in with the expectation saying we're going to win and everything like that. And, if it ends up being a losing season this year, you can't really blame him for that too, because he's putting himself in position to get a top pick. So loaded draft class too. So it wouldn't hurt the Celtics to have a losing record this year, but still the perception of trying to win and everything just pretty much gets tossed out the window.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily. I don't think Missoula is the type to want to tank. I just think it's just ownership down. They're not going to give them the tools because it's a cost cutting year. So they're not going to give him the tools to be successful this year, and it's a reset for next year. So.
Yeah. I mean, you have to wonder what Jason Tatum is, sitting there on the bench thinking too. Like, yeah, he wants to come back. Does he want to come back to a team that isn't going to compete for, a playoff, for a playoff game, compete in playoff games, excuse me. He's been in the playoffs pretty much every year since he's been in. You don't want to, I wouldn't, if I was him, I wouldn't want to tarnish that, coming into a team that isn't going to go far with the supporting cast that they have. More going about that more in the second quarter. Jalen was still playing great. Kata continued to play well. I think this game in the first half, he had a really nice steal to a huge slam that he took down. Yeah, the breakaway play, and huge slam, and then he even followed that up with a block coming back down the court. After that, it's just the rebounding. I like Kata on offense. I definitely feel like he does more for the team than Luka Garza. But he's a big man getting adjusted to his first start, his first time starting full season for the Celtics too, and I'm sure the energy and everything like that is getting sapped pretty easily, guarding NBA level talent rather than the G League talent he was facing back in the day. And still more D White and Pritchard 3-point shooting woes. We need those guys to get going. 3 games in now, and these shots are not close sometimes.
Yeah. Peyton had a little bit of a run there. Fourth quarter, taking it to the basket strong. But the 3-pointers, you got to make them if they're open. That's what they've been doing all throughout their career, and right now they're just falling short. And you need to make them. Hauser hit a few. Peyton front ironed a few, just like he did prior game. D White's just not finding his rhythm at this point. Couple bad whistles in the fourth, but still, they just name of the game was rebounding, and that's what cost them today. So,
yeah, I know there was a lot of like D White hype going into the season and stuff like that. All-Star, All NBA, but wow, there were some really bad basketball being played by D White today. It's got to be frustrating for him not hitting these shots that he's used to making. But at the same time, he's also not getting the same looks he was getting from, just the gravity that Jason Tatum draws, from other players and stuff like that. He's having to make more contested shots. When he's getting into the lane to drive, I mean, he's just getting completely collapsed on. Hands are up and just, getting stuffed at the rim. It's hard to watch.
They're definitely missing those guys from last year. Porzingis, Drew. It was just a spacing. I mean, they just made everything easier for everyone, and obviously Tatum not being out on the court. So those guys are missed, but you just have to buckle down and just try to get better and hit some shots.
Yes, they're definitely missing a lot of the players that they were accustomed to having the past couple years. After that half, let me see. What do I got on my notes? Yeah, I mean, and then the Celtics couldn't close that second quarter. Let Detroit back into the game, and they went into the half down by 2 points. It's just brutal basketball. This game. Quarter 3, Simon's negative again. Hard seeing. It's hard. I don't know. I just can't find a reason to cheer when I see him on the court. It's just no rebounding again in that quarter. D White, Payne still missing, still absent shooting wise. D White just really bad quarter that quarter. And the refs were really into this game, this third quarter and fourth quarter. Brutal stuff, man. Just not a winning recipe.
Yeah, you've seen it all tonight, huh? You've seen the guy trying to put the net up, and that was probably the highlight of the game right there. So
Yeah. Scal and Drew doing the over under on 45 seconds for that.
yeah, yeah.
That was funny. Yeah, next game, where are we going? Let's see.
Next game's a tough game. I just saw it too. Yeah. Cleveland, they're playing the Cavs. Just came to me.
Oh, okay. Well, it's gonna be a tough one.
Yeah. Tough stretch. I think it's
maybe.
Cleveland and the Knicks after they play the Knicks again or something, and then
Yeah, and you know, I would love to see another dominant Jaylen Brown game again next game. We definitely need it from him, and he's gonna he just needs support. He just needs support. He played like a number one today. He played like a number one. We've been talking about that the first two games, how he needs to demand the ball a little bit more, and I think he did that. I think he tried to take the game into his hands early, especially, and he got going. He was really hot. And then towards the end, I mean, you can only do so much when, the rest of your teammates aren't contributing. There's so many points that were left out there. I feel bad for Jaylen this game. I feel bad for Jaylen this game. 12 of 25 shooting. He went to the line 15 times, made 12 of his free throws. 41 points total and 4 turnovers this game. With the amount of time that he possessed the ball today, 4 turnovers is, I feel like we take that, But man, just looking at these scoring splits from everyone else. Derek White, 6 of 18 shooting, 3 for 11 from 3-point range. I mean, the shots just look really bad. Jaylen Brown was 5 of 9 from 3. Peyton Pritchard, 2 for 8 from 3, 8 for 16 overall. No one else really got to the line today. I mean, it was just Jaylen. 15 free throws. The next person that had the most was Peyton Pritchard with 5 free throw attempts, followed by Josh Minot with 3.
Figure out the rotations.
Yeah, Chris Boucher, 0 for 2 today, 9 minutes. Sam Hauser, 3 of 7 field goal, 2 of 5 from 3. Josh Minot. I mean, Josh Minot went in there and he was shooting. He wasn't afraid today. Which we need guys that are gonna, give us that energy, that spark. And 23 minutes from Anthony Simons, 5 of 13 shooting, 2 of 7 from 3. He was a minus 13, team worst. I mean, I feel like the Celtics are going to end up trading him at some point this season, and the return isn't going to be what we want. Once I feel like that happens, that's going to signal that the tank is on. But until then, I think that they're going to keep trying to see what they have with this unit, with these guys that they got right now. See if they can do anything. But I don't see it with this roster, unfortunately.
They're not built to. They don't have enough pieces, not enough talent to really compete with the upper teams. You have Cleveland, New York, Orlando, Detroit. Even Detroit's an up-and-coming team. A lot of young talent. It's just the talent disparity is pretty evident at this point. So,
and I thought the Celtics, they handled themselves really well against the Knicks last game, and they held their own. Knicks are going to be a good team this year. They've been in the playoffs, multiple years in a row now, making it to the Eastern Conference Finals as well. And this actually might be their year potentially. But to see us, in a battle against Detroit, going up 17, losing that, and then even Detroit went up a bit. Believe 15 or 17 in this game as well. going to be a hard watch this year. But we're going to be here. We're going to be watching. I can't stop supporting the Celtics. I will be here through thick and thin. I was here during the Isaiah Thomas years. I was here during the Chris Humphries years. Mm. It's been a lot of basketball I've watched. I've watched a lot of losing teams, even the pre Big Three era when Paul Pierce was my favorite player on my favorite team, and he was getting no help. But
I mean, supporting him. I mean, it's a reset year. Bottom line, everyone pretty much knew that going in. So next year, we'll get the necessary tools and pieces and try to compete again, get to the top of the division and conference. The second apron's going to affect these other teams. New York's going to hit the wall at some point. Cleveland, I don't know how close they are to the second apron, so they're going to hit it too. So it'll be a reset of the whole conference at some point. So Celtics are just ahead of it at this point.
Yeah, you're right. Eventually, everything's going to even out. These teams that are going for it, like you said, they're going to fall into that second apron, and it's going to affect them. I just wish that this didn't happen. I wish that the second apron and the new CBA didn't happen during our time when it felt like we were starting to build a real dynasty again. We have more to look forward to in the future for this team, especially now that the fact that we did finally, we pushed hard to get under that second threshold and reset, like you said. We did it first, so we're going to be the first ones to come back and potentially get back into the swing of things, into the mix of playoffs, championship contention. But not much to be excited about with the first 3 games, 0-3 right now. I wish we hit a win sometime soon so we can change the vibes up in here.
Doom and gloom right now.
It's not feeling good, but like we said, just taking the positives that we see from these games and just continuing to push on and push forward.
I think Joe just needs to shorten that rotation. Just play the guys that are going to compete hard and hustle and energy guys, and the center position, just keep Kate out until he fouls. Keep him out there until he fouls out. I mean, he's the only guy presence that you have underneath, and just shorten everything up, and that's best chance of winning right now.
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to Beast Mode over on X. He said, give us a comment, said, "Let's go, guys. Appreciate your support, my man. Thanks for coming and watching today." Thanks to everyone that's also watching probably right now on YouTube. If you are, appreciate you guys for tuning in and listening to us talk ball and, try to be positive about the Celtics season so far. Other than that, I really don't have much more to say. I wanted to try to keep this one a little bit short, but we hit 24 minutes. Would love to be able to talk more about winning basketball, but unfortunately right now the Celtics are still 0-3 to start the season. Just want to thank everybody that tunes in today. Dynasty Proud, you can find us on X and on YouTube. You can also find us at the BSEN_617 hashtag on X. That's our parent network right here that we're hosting from. Thank you guys for coming out today. We're going to be here for the next. I'm going to be here for the next post game. Adrian, I don't know if you're going to be here.
I should be. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, either way, I'll be here. Going to talk more Celtics Celtics post game. Excuse me. And so looking forward to the next game against Cleveland, and go Celtics.
Ends tonight here. It's over. Time to say it again, Boston. Anything's possible. Banner number 18 has been secured. The Celtics are NBA champions.